Welcome to All About Research, the go-to podcast for busy teachers delivering NCFE Level 1 to Technical Awards. Hosted by myself, Rachel.
And Beth. We're both experienced provider development officers here at NCFE,
Each bite-sized episode is packed with practical insights, top tips, and expert guidance on all things research.
helping you make the most of your research. Hi everyone and welcome to Design Dialogues. I'm Beth.
And I'm Rachel. Today we're diving into the key takeaways from the Chief Examiner and Moderator's report for the NCFE Level 1-2 Technical Award in Graphic Design. So if you're teaching this course, we've got some practical insights to help you support your learners.
So let's start with the basics. The qualification is linear and learners must take both the exam and the non-exam assessment in the same series. There's only one chance, no resits, so getting it right first time really matters.
Exactly. And the good news is that learners were engaging well in both the exam and the non-exam assessment, but there are still some areas where we can help them improve, especially around application and evaluation.
So looking at the exam, learners performed strongly on multiple choice and short answer questions, especially when visual prompts were used. But the longer questions, those 3 and 9 mark ones, were more challenging.
Yes, and that's where we saw a drop in performance. Learners often struggle to apply the knowledge or evaluate effectively. Encourage them to use technical vocabulary and structure their responses can really help them here.
Now let's look at the NEA. There are 7 tasks and most learners completed them well. The structure allowed them to build confidence and show their strengths across different areas.
And absolutely, so tasks like research and idea generation were generally done well, but some learners didn't clearly link the research to their own ideas, which limited the mark. So it's important to show that how they research informs their design thinking.
And in task 2, the development work varied. The best learners experimented with tools and techniques and refined their ideas, but others didn't move beyond their initial concepts or explain their decisions clearly.
And in task 3, the review stage, some learners used a simple www EBI format. While that's good as a starting point, but it often lacked the depth needed for the higher marks. A more analytical approach is key here.
And task 4, the production plan, was another area with mixed results. Learners who included time frame resources and linked their plan to earlier tasks did really well, but some plans were vague or retrospective, which isn't the aim.
And then when we get into task 5, the final design solution, this was a real highlight. Learners produced a wide range of creative outcomes, flyers, posters, adverts, and many showed great use of digital tools and design principles.
Yes, and the best work showed clear understanding of layout, colour, typography, and hierarchy, but some learners didn't meet all the brief requirements or didn't explain their choices, which affected their marks.
In task 6, the presentation was done well by learners who contextualised the work, like showing a poster in a real world setting, but others just repeated the final design without explanation.
And finally, task 7, the evaluation. Learners who reflected on their own design choices, linked back to the brief, and suggested improvement scored well, but some evaluations were too general or repeated earlier comments.
So, teaching learners how to evaluate properly, using specific examples and linking it to the brief can really boost the marks.
So let's quickly touch on grade boundaries. For example, a level 2 distinction star starts at 174 out of 200. These are just for guidance, but they help us understand what learners are aiming for. And remember, grade boundaries change every year.
And don't forget, both the exam and the non exam assessment must follow NCFE regulations. So that includes proper invigilation and making sure learners have the resources they need.
So what's the key takeaway for teachers?
Support your learners with applying the knowledge, encourage deeper evaluation, and help them understand the full design process from research to reflection, and of course, stay organised with your admin.
Thanks for listening, and if you found this episode helpful, please share with your colleagues and subscribe for more insights.
And if there's a topic you'd like us to cover next time, just let us know. But until then, keep inspiring those future designers.
Bye.
Bye-bye. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to follow, share, or leave a review.
Until next time, be prepared
And know we're here for you.
and stay connected.